It has been 5 years since the ending of the Black Clover anime, and in 2026, Black Clover is finally returning with its second season.
Yes! 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 Yes!
It is a great time to be a Black Clover fan, and from looking at how the second season looks from the trailer, we are in for a great ride. It's scheduled to release in 2026, although we don't know when exactly, but I'm guessing a full 2026 release. And we also don't know the full episode count, so I thought it would be fun to predict how many chapters of the manga will be adapted to figure out how many episodes will Black Clover Season 2 have. So to figure out how many episodes Season 2 will have, we first have to look at how the first season was adapted in the manga. Season 1 ran for 170 episodes on a weekly basis, but there were some filler episodes during its run, so the anime wouldn't catch up to the manga too quickly. Starting with the first arc, the Magic Knight's entrance arc, it lasted 10 chapters in the manga, but the anime lasted for 13 episodes. This was a very slow adaptation of this first arc, because an anime arc should have less episodes than the chapters. And that was because the first arc had a lot of anime only scenes, and most episodes were only adapting 1 chapter per episode, which is very slow for an anime adaptation. Then in the dungeon exploration arc, it lasted 11 chapters, but the anime was 6 episodes long, so they adapted around 1.8 chapters per episode on average, which was a bit faster. In the Royal Capital Assault arc, it lasted 16 chapters in the manga, but the anime adapted 2 chapters per episode, making it 8 episodes long. The next arc was the Eye of the Midnight Sun arc, and that lasted for 19 chapters, but in the anime it was 12 episodes long, including 1 filler episode which was a recap. So only 11 episodes adapted the manga, with 1.7 chapters on average. In the Seabed Temple arc, it was 18 chapters long, and the anime version was 12 episodes long. This meant that the anime adapted around 1.5 chapters per episode. In the Witch's Forest arc, it lasted for 27 chapters, but the anime was 15 episodes long. However, 2 of those episodes were anime only, so only 13 episodes were manga canon. This meant the manga canon episodes adapted around 2 chapters per episode, which is a normal pace for an anime adaptation. Then in the Royal Knights arc, this lasted for 48 chapters. Then the anime version lasted for 31 episodes, but 3 of them were filler episodes, so only 28 episodes were actually manga canon. So the anime was adapting around 1.7 chapters in this arc, so it was back to being at a slower pace again. Then in the Elf Reincarnation arc, it lasted for 79 chapters, making it the longest arc in the entire series. This arc started from when the Royal Knights attacked the base of the Eye of the Midnight Sun, all the way to when Asta and Noel train in the Heart Kingdom in preparation for the Spade Kingdom Raid just before the time skip. But the anime version lasted for 62 episodes, and that was due to how much filler and anime-only episodes were included in this arc. They had episodes that expanded on the training that the characters were going through at the Heart Kingdom, and you also had the episode of the Captains of the Magic Knights having a battle royale in preparation for the Spade Kingdom Raid. So I guess you can call them anime canon episodes. If we were to only look at the manga canon episodes though, there were 30 manga canon episodes. So the manga canon episodes were adapting around 2.6 chapters per episode, which was at a faster pace than usual. And then after that was the Heart Kingdom Joint Struggle arc, which was the first arc after the time skip in Black Clover. This arc ran from chapter 229 to chapter 260, making it 32 chapters long. In the anime, this arc only lasted for 10 episodes, so it was roughly adapting 3.2 chapters per episode. So this arc actually had the fastest pacing in terms of how their chapters were being adapted per episode. Then in the Spade Kingdom Raid arc, this was where the Black Clover anime ended before the arc even finished. The last 3 episodes of the anime were adapted from this arc, with each episode adapting from around 3 to 4 chapters per episode. So with all these adaptations, Black Clover started from adapting less than 2 chapters per episode on average, and then towards the end of the anime, that's where the pacing started to get faster. And the reason for the slow pacing for majority of the series is because unlike most of the new gen anime that were airing, Black Clover was a weekly anime, meaning that it was going to catch up to the manga faster than a seasonal anime would. That's why Black Clover had some filler episodes and some anime canon episodes that were used to expand on the manga material, with Yuki Tabata himself working on those episodes to make sure that they were fit with the manga. But with this new season, it seems it will be released in the seasonal format, because Studio Pierrot has decided to focus more on being seasonal to maintain a high quality anime, which is evident with Bleach's 1000 Year Blood War arc. So with Black Clover Season 2, I can see it adapting around 2 to 3 chapters per episode, with no filler episodes, just a full-on faithful anime adaptation. And I think Season 2 is most likely only going to adapt the Spade Kingdom Raid arc, because it is the second longest arc in the series at 71 chapters, and I think Season 3 will adapt the final arc, which is still ongoing in the manga. So looking at the Spade Kingdom Raid arc, which was 71 chapters, the first 10 of those chapters were already adapted in the last 3 episodes from the previous season, when it ended with Asta training with Noct and the backstory with Lee being Asta's mom. So that leaves 61 chapters left to adapt. And if the anime was to adapt roughly 3 chapters per episode, then we can see Season 2 lasting for around 20 episodes. but I don't personally see that happening, since most seasonal anime don't normally have this episode count. So I think if they were to adapt around 2.5 chapters per episode, then 24 episodes is the most appropriate episode count. I don't see them adapting 1 chapter per episode like they did at the beginning of season 1, and I think 12 episodes will be too fast paced, because they will have to adapt 5 chapters per episode. So I think 24 episodes with no filler or anime canon episodes is the right length for Black Clover season 2. But what do you guys think? Do you think 24 episodes is the right length for this season? And how excited are you for Black Clover season 2 after its 5-year-long hiatus? And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.